Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape for Tarkov video. Today I am talking about what's going on in Escape for Tarkov, what to expect, and that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. Alright, so starting off with Escape from Tarkov, going over all the stuff that's been happening. Previously, over the last few weeks, it's been a bit of a lull period, but they started to amp up things. Soon after my last interview with Nikita, there was a 100% spawn rate on bosses. Then they did an event, which was just like a normal, fun Escape from Tarkov event that they usually do. And then they brought back 100% spawn rate on bosses. Then yesterday, they pretty much posted this image, which was pretty much to say, hey, you can get your secure container nice and easy. Now, this, generally speaking, and there's no official ever real pre-wipe, but this, generally speaking, is the start of what I would call a pre-wipe. Because they start ruining the economy, they start giving away free stuff and making it really crazy. And then you can finally experience all the features of Escape from Tarkov before the actual wipe happens. So, posted this. Axel posted an image of it. Eliminate any target while using a TOS on Nighttime Factory to get your 30 kills and you'll get the secure Kappa container. So, you can do this quest and you'll have the Kappa container. It does not give the achievement, however, so if you're achievement farming, you'll still need to do all your quests. What I would say, if this is the actual pre-wipe, which it looks like it would be as they're starting to ruin the economy and quests, etc., etc. Anywhere between 1 and 3 weeks would be the expected date of the wipe. Now, looking over at my trusty calendar, I would say it's most definitely not going to be this week because it's already like Tuesday and they won't want to wipe on a weekend. So generally speaking, it won't be this week and they've got a lot of events they'll probably end up doing. And I say at the earliest, you're looking at sometime next week, but could even be as late as the end of the year. Now, I can't remember if I actually asked Nikita this during the interview or not, but I definitely remember him saying sometime recently, and I don't believe it was in a DM, that he's definitely keen to make sure the wipe is this year, or at least a Christmas wipe. There was a Tarkov TV where he said, New Year's wipe. So it's expected that the wipe would be this time or sometime this year, or at latest early next year. But with an event like this, I would argue that it's probably going to be sometime in the next couple of weeks. Stuff to expect during the pre-wipe up until the actual wipe itself. They can be as simple as it's like, hey, they'll do a couple events and bam, next minute you've got the wipe. And other times they actually draw it out over multiple weeks. One time, once long ago, many moons ago, there was actually a time where they did a pre-wipe. They realized the patch wasn't ready and they actually waited another month and then it was a horrible experience. And then it was like another pre-wipe and then the actual patch and wipe happened. But realistically, it's not going to be like that. And they'll probably do some sort of strange events, like having the Kappa container available. Bosses already 100% spawn rate, or they've been going in and out of that. All the bosses on one map is always a favorite one. They've put fog on maps. They've done weird shit. Just expect 3 to 7 different things happening over a week or two period. And then the economy, everything will go down to 1 ruble and $1 to purchase. I'd highly recommend make sure you get a couple of million rubles just in your account. So then if you do want to go crazy with all the unlimited everything, it's there for you to use and be able to do. Otherwise, you'll miss out. The servers will go down for 6 to 12 hours, and then we'll have access to the new patch being, I think it's patch 16 is the next one. So, exciting times. There's a few things to expect, but for me personally, I'm really excited for the prestige system. I'm not going to do a full rundown of what's actually going to be in there because it's still up in the air. There's not really that much information about it, but it's meant to be a pretty solid patch. In the meantime, the servers did just go down for the latest Escape from Tarkov Arena patch. And they finally installed or added all the new gear that was in the previous Tarkov wipe into Arena. So all the new guns and all that stuff, the headsets, everything. Everything was in the previous one and some of the quality of life stuff. So like bipods, grenades and all that. So they finally caught up Arena to the actual latest stuff in the actual main game. So if you are an Escape from Tarkov Arena enthusiast, it's there for you. Now, I have been having a bit of a break from making Escape from Tarkov content. I've been playing some other games. Zero Sievert. I dabbled into that in hardcore permadeath. That was a lot of fun. I've also done a lot of Path of Exile 2. I'm absolutely addicted to that game at the moment. I'm actually in the top 50 in the hardcore solo self-found lead. If you want to check that out, I'm live on Twitch pretty much 12 to 16 hours a day at the moment. Going really crazy with that, having an absolute blast. PoE 2 is beyond my expectations. There's still some issues and all that kind of stuff, but it's for an early access game. It's in a great spot. I've even dabbled into some Fortnite stuff. They've got a new CSGO map thing. I did a sponsored stream for that. Been a lot of fun. But the Tarkov content will resume very shortly. Once that wipe happens, I'll get right back into it. I'm actually very excited for the patch. I'm excited to see what the prestige system entails and what's required, because if it is actually good, if it's at a reasonable standard, I'll probably will try and go for all 10 prestiges. But if it's an absolute cluster, then maybe I'll just stop at 1 or 2. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Hopefully that keeps you guys up to date with what's going on in Escape from Tarkov. Obviously, it's been very quiet, but I will get right back into it sooner rather than later. Anyway, if you're interested, check out my live stream. I'm live on Twitch every day of the week. Go down the link below. Give me a follow over there. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on when the wipe is, because everyone seems to want to know my thoughts. So come tell me when you think the wipe is. Like and comment for the YouTube algorithm. And lastly, guys, I'll see you next time.